Music festivals are large-scale events featuring live performances by various artists, often spanning multiple days and genres. These festivals attract music lovers from diverse backgrounds and are celebrated for their vibrant atmosphere, cultural significance, and the sense of community they foster. It comes in various types, each with its own unique characteristics, audience, and atmosphere. Some common types of music festivals are rock festivals, electronic dance music (EDM) festivals, pop festivals, and country festivals. Festivals that include a diverse range of music genres, often featuring both well-known and emerging artists across multiple stages. Examples: Coachella from USA, Tomorrowland from Belgium, and Glastonbury from UK. It combines music with various forms of art, including visual arts, installations, and performances. Each type of music festival offers a unique experience, catering to different musical tastes and cultural interests, and often fostering a sense of community among attendees. Organizing a music festival involves managing various risks to ensure the safety and success of the event. So, let's take a look of the risk assessment and mitigation that our group have identified. One of the risks that we have identified is venue-related risk, which is about structural failures. The potential issues for this matter are collapsing stages, damaged seating, and weak flooring can cause falls and serious injuries. Mitigation that we need to do is pre-event inspections, such as conduct thorough inspections of the venue with engineers and safety experts and check all load-bearing structures, including stages, seating areas, and flooring. Next is regular maintenance. Ensure ongoing maintenance and immediate repair of any identified issues, and follow all building codes and safety regulations strictly and stay updated on changes in safety regulations. Incidents that can relate with this risk is incident that happened in Indiana State Fair stage collapse and it costed $50 million settlement. This incident occurred August 13, 2011. It was because when a strong storm, packing winds estimated by the National Weather Service of 60 to 70 mph rolled through just before Sugarland, the country music duo of Jennifer Nettles and Kristen Bush was set to perform. 58 injuries against 19 of the 20 defendants in the case and scores more were injured and survived. Indiana Department of Labor announced penalties totaling $80,800 following a worker safety investigation into the collapse.
For the next risk is security risk. At events, security risks like unauthorized access and violence are serious concerns. Unauthorized access happens when people without tickets or proper passes get into the event. This can cause overcrowding and make it harder to keep everyone safe. To prevent this, it's important to use things like wristband, barcoded ticket, or RFID system to control who gets in. Also, having a trained security staff at entry points helps ensure only the right people enter. Violence and crimes such as fighter or stealing can also disrupt event and put people at risk. To handle this risk, installing cameras around the venue can discourage behavior and let organizers watch what's happening. It's also crucial to have enough security staff visible and ready to respond quickly to any problems. For example, the fire festival shows how things can go wrong when there isn't enough security. It led to chaos, overcrowding, and death, which ruined the experience for attendees. This shows why good planning and security measures are essential for any event to be safe and successful.
When organizing events, especially large gatherings like concerts or festivals, it's crucial to anticipate and address potential crowd management risks to ensure the safety and comfort of attendees. Overcrowding exceeding the venue's capacity can pose serious risks, including crowd crashes and discomfort. To mitigate this, organizers must strictly adhere to capacity limits and use ticketing systems that prevent overselling. Additionally, designing clear pathways, barriers, and signage helps control the flow of people, preventing congestion and chaos. Panic and stampedes. Inadequate crowd control measures can lead to panic among attendees, resulting in stampedes and injuries. Employing staff trained in crowd management technique is essential to guide and control the crowd effectively. Clear communication through public address system and digital channels help manage crowd behavior and prevent panic situations from escalating. By implementing these measures, event organizers can effectively manage crowd-related risks and create a safer and more enjoyable experience for attendees. For example, the case in Germany's Love Parade Music Festival. 10 people have been charged over the deaths of 21 people in a stampede at Germany's Love Parade Music Festival. The crash happened when hundreds of thousands of people tried to squeeze through a narrow tunnel that served as the only access to the grounds in 2010. 4 staff of the music festival organizer Lopevan and 6 members of the administration in the western city of Duisburg have been charged. They are accused of negligent manslaughter and causing bodily harm. More than 500 people were injured during the 24th July 2010 tragedy.
For the last risk is permit issues. Permits are vital for events, ensuring compliance with local laws. The 2023 Electric Zoo Festival is a prime example of permit issue causing chaos. For this case study Electric Zoo Festival 2023, the festival's lack of permits led to last-minute cancellation, citing a failure to secure permissions from the Department of Parks and Recreation. The problem here, the first one is health and safety. This oversight led to delays, causing the gates to open later than scheduled. The cancellation highlighted the event's lack of preparedness. The last one is reputation damage. City officials will scrutinize the event more closely, resulting in potential legal actions. So, to avoid such issues, event organizers should: the first one, advance planning. Apply for all required permits well in advance to ensure all regulatory requirements are met. The second one is regulatory compliance. Work closely with local authorities to ensure compliance with all laws and regulations. The last one is legal consultations. Engage legal experts to navigate the complexity of events, regulations, and permits. For the conclusion here, learn from Electric Zoo's mistakes. Prioritize advanced planning, regulatory compliance, and legal consultations to ensure seamless event experiences. Permit issues are avoidable with proactive measures.
In conclusion, the successful execution of a music festival hinges on meticulous risk assessment and the implementation of comprehensive mitigation strategies. Addressing potential risks such as safety, logistics, license and permit, and financial stability is essential for ensuring the safety and enjoyment of attendees, performers, and staff. Music festivals are not just events. They are vibrant celebrations of art, culture, and community. Effective risk assessment and mitigation are foundational to preserving the magic and integrity of these festivals, ensuring that they remain safe, enjoyable, and sustainable for years to come. Thank you.